Hello, everyone. Welcome to Carmine from New York Teaches Photography. Today is July 18, 2022, and as you can tell from the title, we're going to talk about getting into photography with a legitimate DSLR, digital single lens reflex camera, 10 megapixels, from Olympus with a lens under $200. Now, we're going to discuss today on the fact that everyone deserves a legitimate camera, a beautiful 10 megapixel camera with optical viewfinder, large 2.7-inch screen, built-in IBIS image stabilization. What else does this camera have? Oh, by the way, what are we talking about? The Olympus E-520. It's an older camera from the 4/3 system, not micro 4/3. This came before micro 4/3. This is a 4/3 sensor system. Okay, these lenses from Olympus are 4/3 mount, not micro 4/3 mount, which means that even though they're Zuiko lenses from Olympus, which means ultra high quality, now that they have the different mount, the 4/3 mount, these lenses like this 40 to 150 are dirt cheap, because everybody in the Olympus system now is getting the mirrorless micro 4/3 lenses, which have a different mount. So let's just talk about pricing for just for a second. I picked up this E-520 with two lenses, right? This lens, the 40 to 150, which in 35 millimeter equivalency is an 80 to 300 millimeter telephoto lens. It doesn't have built-in optical image stabilization because it doesn't need it. It has image stabilization IBIS in the camera. It came with the other lens, two lenses, the 14 to 42, which is a 28 to 84 millimeter equivalent in 35 millimeter. Okay, let's keep going. So for $183 delivered from on eBay, okay, this seller happened to be in Zurich, Switzerland, doesn't matter. His credibility rating was 100%, right? That's something you're looking for from a seller, to have 100%, no lower than 99.2%, and hopefully he'll have hundreds of feedbacks. Just lower this. Okay. So, for $183, that included shipping and the tax, right? I got the body in mint condition, two lenses, battery, charger, and a CF card. This camera takes CF cards. Okay? They go right into here. And he included a CF card. Now, that was, of course, a couple of years ago. But I want to give you guys the best, most up-to-date information. Right now, July 18th, I just checked on eBay. The prices have come down because the cameras are getting older. Right now, today, you can get this camera and this lens to one lens, right? One lens and the body and the battery and the charger for $108, including shipping. Tax is another thing depending on where you live. Okay? So, why am I getting into this older camera? It's not that I'm getting into an older camera. I'm giving ideas to people who want to move up from taking pictures with their cell phone, which I wholeheartedly push. It's great. Save your money. Just use your cell phone. But if you want the feel and the look and the control, like different focal lengths, okay, and you don't want to spend $3,500 or more, say on a Nikon Z system, right? These are absolutely gorgeous DSLRs, okay? So, I told you it has IBIS, okay? 10 megapixels. Let's see. Oh, the processor on board, right? For color and contrast, it's called the TruePic 3 version. The onboard software on this gives you the true tones, skin tones, and for landscapes, true landscape colors. Okay, it has face detection. You can shoot with this camera RAW or JPEG or both. Oh, how about this? Built-in flash. Okay, now, you know I am a proponent of built-in flash. It'll give you that little bit of fill-in if you're taking somebody's picture outside or inside to fill in the shadows, right? But I'm going to show you something in my kit bag for $5, okay? You see right here where my finger's tapping? That's a flash shoe mount. This is a diffuser meant for any camera that has a pop-up flash. This is how it works, to diffuse the light, okay? And it spreads the light. Obviously, you can see how it spreads the light, okay? All plastic, works marvelous, and you have seen photographs taken with this type of setup, and you didn't even realize it was from a pop-up flash with a diffuser. So, on your hot shoe, this is the hot shoe, you just simply take the pop-up flash diffuser and it slips right in. Okay, so now this is what it looks like from the front. Okay, now it adjusts back and forth because not every pop-up flash pops up on the same angle. Okay, so now we'll pop up the flash. Okay, see the flash? The flash is there. Okay, this, you move it up there, and now you're all set. I would recommend getting some gaffer's tape and just put a little bit of gaffer's tape so this stays on nice and steady. Okay, you can see here the flash is behind the diffuser. Okay, now what does this do? This softens the light, the flash that's coming out, and it has no effect on the TTL, right? The TTL built into the camera, which will measure the flash and give you perfectly exposed, doesn't affect it. What it affects is the shadows, right? This will eliminate harsh shadows on the face, on the background. It just makes all your flash pictures beautiful, whether it's indoors or outdoors, okay? This is what it looks like. And we're talking about a $5 accessory that you can find on eBay or even Amazon. And what you want to look for is pop-up flash diffuser. Okay? So, enough of that. This camera also gives you, here on the control dial, right, gives you full manual, shutter speed priority, aperture priority, and program modes. Full auto, okay? You'll find so many photography channels that say, get off of auto, get off of it, trying to make you feel bad. Guess what? I'm not that kind of photographer. I've been one for 50 years, since the 70s. I'm like this. This is my motto. This is my mantra. Go take photographs. Produce photographic art, period. Everything else is bullshit. You must get off auto. You must have a Nikon Z. You must shoot a Hasselblad film camera. You must have a 30 megapixel or more sensor. You must shoot medium frame digital. You must shoot 35 millimeter full frame digital. Bullshit. Ansel Adams did not shoot 40 megapixel digital cameras. Okay? Just keep that in mind. If you want to stick with auto, you stick with auto. You can still produce gorgeous photographic art in auto. All it means is the camera, which is a computer, will pick the shutter speed, the f-stop, also known as the aperture, the film speed, the ISO, or if you're an old timer, the ASA. It'll pick everything for you. You concentrate on what focal length, framing, leading lines. You decide on all the important stuff, okay? Don't let people intimidate you by going to those channels and they say, get off of auto. Come on, you're a beginner. Baby steps. If you like auto, stick with auto. I'm telling you, I'm a photographer for 50 years. Don't let people intimidate you. Okay, let's continue. You know I have a lot of notes. I like to be prepared for you guys. Okay, so now you've gone out, you've taken your photographs. Now this episode is for people who want to transition from a cell phone or from no cell phone camera. They want to get into photography, but they're buried by all of these channels that say you have to get Photoshop. I hate Photoshop. I don't use Photoshop. It was made to intimidate people. Okay? Maybe that's why I'm not sponsored by them. All right? Because for a beginner, stay away from that crap. You can get this camera for under $200 and it will process the photographs beautifully in here. I'm talking about the JPEGs, okay? The RAWs will be unprocessed, all right? Just talking about your JPEG pictures. You can take your CF card out, you can put it in your computer, and you will be amazed with no post-production software. From your computer, you can email it to other people. You can email it, now they're on your phone, right? Because smartphones, you can get your emails on your smartphone. You can download them, now they're on your phone. You can put them to Instagram. You can put them on any other kind of social media that you like, okay? And you don't need to process your photographs. That's how good that they come out. And what that'll also teach you is, hey, since I'm not really gonna do any post-production, let me make sure the camera is straight. Let me make sure I have a good grip. Let me make sure that the autofocus is dead on. Let me make sure that the image stabilization button is turned on. Let me get everything right, because I'm not gonna bother with any kind of post-production. But if you want to take it to the next level, there's free post-production software out there for your pictures. Free. No credit card. No money. It's called GIMP. GIMP.com. You download it and you can process your pictures all day long. And it will make them a little bit better. I will tell you. It'll make them, you can do some cropping. You can add some vibrance. You can sharpen them a little. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. Okay. Now, the next part, after you've gotten to all that, printing your pictures. There's nothing like a printed photograph that you took in your hand. For $3.99, you can, once you've put your CF card right in your computer and you've uploaded them into your computer or downloaded them into your computer, you can send the best ones, the best pictures, to Walgreens.com for $3.99 for an 8x10 or $2.99 for a 5x7 color, glossy or matte. They'll even do black and white photographs. You upload them. Now, you don't have to live near a Walgreens. You upload them to Walgreens. You pick the size of a picture, 8x10, 5x7. You pick glossy or matte finish. You pick, do you want to pick them up at a local Walgreens or do you want them to mail them to you? And in 3 days, if you want them mailed, they'll be in your mailbox in 3 days. Or same day if you click pick it up. Walgreens.com. I've used it. Now, I've been a photographer for 50 years. I do print my own photographs. That little red button you see over here, that's the on button to the Canon Pro 100. I'm on my second one. I get about 3,000 or 4,000 pictures, prints out of it, and then the print head dies. So I have bought another one. They don't make them anymore. I had to buy one that was like a leftover, but still new in the box. Anyway, do I recommend Canon Pro printers? Yes, it's enough of that. So we've talked about the fact that for not a lot of money, you can dip your toe into a DSLR, right? Because it just feels perfect. Look at that grip, okay? Look at that grip. Once you put a camera in your hand like this, there is something magical about it as opposed to holding a cell phone like this, okay? There is something about it, and it makes you feel like, I could do this. And you take your pictures, right? And you take your card out, and you get a little adapter. Now, I know some of you are saying, my computer doesn't have a slot for a CF card. Well, they sell adapters that look like this. This is the adapter I use. You put your CF card in here, and that's a USB plug, and it goes right into your computer in an available USB port, and there you go. This is how you upload or download from your CF card right into your computer. Okay? Very simple. This is the one I use. It's called USB 3.0 Pixel Flash No Bend Pins. I bought this, folks. You know they're not a sponsor. Okay? And this is just a little pouch I keep it in. Keep the dust off of it. All right? So there you go. Under $200, depending on how much you want to spend. From $108 right now on eBay, you get one lens. Or for $183, you get two lenses, right? But don't forget, these are zoom lenses. So you get everything from 40 to 150 millimeters, which in reality is 80 millimeters to a 300 millimeters in 35 millimeter equivalent. I want you to have fun. I want you to start with photography. This is how you can do it. Baby steps. And if you love it, you could graduate up and get something more expensive or something new, right? This is secondhand, even though it doesn't look secondhand, okay? A lot of cameras you find on eBay do say mint because people bought them and never used them, okay? So go out, grab your $100, $200 camera system. This is a whole system. Camera, lens, flash. You're all set. That's a system. And you're going to have fun. And you're going to love photographing your vision and making photographic art. Go out, have fun. That's what it's all about. Take photographs, and you will be amazed at what you can do with a camera in your hand like this. Have fun, guys. Now, let's look at some photographs that I took with this Olympus E-520 under $200 camera. Let's just look at some quality that you can take with these photographs, with this camera. Let's look at the pictures right now.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way.